While back on the ranch, I am out here stocking up all the chicken coops and spoiling these babies, these boys and girls out here. Say, hey, Mate, you helping mama? You helping me? Let's go spoil the chicken. Are y'all satisfied, girls? Are y'all satisfied? You got clean water and a lot of food. They eat a lot more in this cold. Back up, back up, back up, back up. Get out my way. Go over there. For the scratch grain, it encourages them to keep scratching. So I put scratch grain, or sometimes I put these black seeds. They love these black sunflower seeds. And these girls right here eat a lot, so I keep them 2 bins full of food. Move, move, move. Move, move, move. Ooh, rooster, rooster, rooster. Yeah. That's all they want to do. Eat, eat, eat. And we go get another pail and fill this one up. This water thing look like it's leaking right there. Oh no, it's leaking for where I got the hole. The chain popped, the normal bucket scrap popped, so I just drilled a hole in the sides and ran a rope through, and it still does the job. This one has nipples under the bottom that they peck for water. Y'all all right down in there? That's Ruth and Naomi right there. Boy, oh boy. Don't they like to travel? They push the door open. I just leave it shut. They know when that thing locked and when it's not, boy, because they will push it open and come on out. And every time I put food in their bowl, they knock it over. So I leave them black seeds down there. Move out of the way. I'm filling this one up with mostly black seeds because I saw when you got a mouse or rat come on your property, you can tell sometimes. Because whenever I have these black seeds in stock, they will find a way to punch a hole in the bag. What you doing? You ain't getting out. You ain't gonna go past me and get out, boy. You better go sit down somewhere. You better go sit down somewhere. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Oh, see? Don't hurt yourself showing off now. Don't hurt yourself showing off. Because you still getting knocked. You my boy. My favorite boy too. But I would knock that rump. But when you got a mouse, I went in there. I set a mouse trap. You got some of you that been watching my videos. You saw where one mouse got killed in the trap a couple of months ago. Well, they're attracted to the black seeds. So I went in there just now to start stocking up, making a chicken feed. And I saw some black seeds behind the bag on the floor of the shed, cracked open just like you and I would eat them. That's what mice do. They crack them open and get the seed out. So I'm just gonna put down another trap and spray some peppermint. But I tried to give them all the black seeds so that they won't come back. Get rid of those. Now I've gotta get this coop stocked up again. Get your rump back out of there. Get your rump back. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Huh? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? See? Get your butt back. Get. You trying to get my teeth? See, she right here. Get your butt back. Get your butt back before I knock it. What I do in the wintertime, I restock with bedding. I don't take the poop up at spring. When spring comes, I'll rake this whole thing out into my wheelbarrow, and I'll rake the whole thing out into my wheelbarrow and take it and put it in the garden. I have one guy, he likes to, he'll say, can I buy some of your chicken poop? It's the best fertilizer ever. But chickens make the best fertilizer, better than the ones you go in the store and buy. So I put it out there in the gardens. I've never used, when I'm practicing my garden, that's probably why the little stuff that I have practiced growing, they turn out small. And then I think with the sweet potatoes, I started late with that. So now I know to start earlier. This year coming up, I don't have a winter garden. I just don't have time. But I believe if I would have put chemicals or used some of the stuff, maybe it would have, some things would have gotten bigger. But I don't want to use chemicals. I want everything natural. If it don't grow, baby, it just don't grow. I don't want any chemicals. And these girls over here, these are my oldest girls and guy. They have completely stopped laying. I have not gotten one egg from them. I got like 2. Oh shoot, let me hurry up. It's starting to rain. It's gonna be another cozy day. Yesterday was really, really cozy on the Sabbath. But I have not gotten an egg from them in over a week. And when I did get an egg, I only got like 2. So they stopped. They usually stop about well, during the winter, and then they'll start back in spring. But my other set of girls, the laying leghorns, they have not stopped at all from the time I get them. Those of you who have been following me, you know that I adopted them. My neighbor was sick. Well, he wasn't really sick. He couldn't get around, and so he had to go move with family to get help. And they wanted me to take his chickens, and I did. I was like, okay. First, I was like, I can Tina Turner. What I'm gonna do with 2 more? What I'm gonna do with 2 more children? Now, onto the chicken coops. I put this little latch up there. I built this little chicken coop. Took my time, little by little, with my little sawing thing, and I built this thing. Some people come and look at it, they say, oh, you did overkill. You put too much. You could have used less wood. But I tell you one thing, this thing is strong. And they got 5 boxes. It's way much for the ones, that some of them, they don't use all 5. They usually get used to using 1 or 2, depending on how many chickens it is, and then they start sleeping in them, pooping in them like that. And I usually block them off, but I ain't blocking them off. They're getting old. They deserve to be comfortable. If they want to take one of the boxes and sleep in it and poop in it, I can still use the poop for fertilizer, so I don't bother them no more. They get me well. These are the first set of chickens that I've gotten. And I remember when I first built the ramp, I had a thin little ramp. I didn't know. They used to be small, then they was tiny. And they would run and jump. They were so happy when I first put them out my house. When you first get them, you have to let them stay inside for at least 4 weeks until they're able to withstand coming out. But since it was my first time getting chickens, because I was scared of chickens actually. But since it was my first time getting them, I got so used to them. I had them all 1-day-old chicks. And I got so used to them jokers in the house, the rooster too. Because I wanted a rooster, but everybody was saying, oh, don't get a rooster. It'll do this, it'll do that. It'll hurt you, grow them spurs. And so I told her, I was like, man, I wanted a rooster because I got 7. Come to find out, that big boy that you see showing out, coming at me, that turned out to be a rooster instead of a hen. And I was so happy because I had already gotten used to them. And so that goes to show you, don't listen to what people say. If you handle these animals, they just like children. The roosters do show out, because you've seen in some previous videos I had some ones that I hatch, some of their children, and they were real showing out, riding my girls so much I had to get rid of them. But I've never had, this rooster has never attacked me. He's just always been a gentleman. He'll get in front of you, and like how you see him show out, he'll run. He like to run at my take, and she likes for him to chase her. But he'll get in front of you and show out and drop his wing. If a lady comes, you know, he like women, he'll drop that little wing and start dancing around. Look at him. But he's a sweetheart. He old. He's my oldest rooster. So old. Look like I noticed one of his spurs had dropped off. But those spurs can be dangerous. They can hurt you. I had to separate. What's wrong with you, baby? You getting your feathers back. She done shed. Some of them coming back. But I had to separate some of the girls from him because these are barred rocks, the black and white ones. I don't know what this is. I hatched her in an incubator from one of them. And she's my only gray rooster. But I had to separate them because look at they laying their eggs. You know what it's telling me right here? See, look at this. They say, Mama, you ain't been tending our. Look, they done start getting in the nesting box. They laid me a fresh egg. What y'all doing? Don't be running around me like that, man. Because if the coop is not clean, they'll lay the eggs in a clean spot. So they're ready for this fresh bedding. And I'm going to have to put the phone down to hurry up because it's raining. I left this door open while I went to go get another bag of this. And the gray one, her little fresh stuff, she going to jump out. So it's only right that I let them out too. So I've let them out. But I let everybody out. Now I got this together. Let me go get the nesting boxes. Come on, rain. By the time the rain gets super heavy, it'll be all right. See, look at him dancing in front of a girl. That's all he want to do. Look at him. Don't you start trying to ride them girls. Don't you bother them. He's so happy to see him. She ain't want to be around him. You don't need to be around him. You ain't grow all your feathers back yet. Woo! Look at this nasty box. When you leave the poop and you keep it clean, add in a fresh bare layer of layers of bedding, the poop acts as a bit of insulation, and actually once they sit on that area for a while, it actually what am I trying to say? Let me put these. Dang, you getting some. I'm getting some on you, baby. The poops acts as insulation. It warms them up. But you gotta have the bedding clean, because they do not like, even though chickens are nasty, they don't like nasty areas, even though they make it nasty. They like to be clean, baby. You see them starting to do stuff, weird stuff, like how I opened that thing and her egg was down there. Oh, she telling me you ain't getting no egg out that box today. That box is nasty, baby. I'm not laying in that. Look at them. See how they done scratched that area clean? They'll turn a garden for you now. If I let them all out, they'll have that little area tilled for me. Actually, they've already tilled it, but leaves have just fallen over it. Okay, two down, 2 to go. Come on, guys. I appreciate your help, Mate. I appreciate all your help. Let me get these fake eggs. I don't have to leave those in there anymore. I normally leave the fake eggs for my babies when they first start laying, so they can know where to lay the eggs. Move out the way. Oh. This is my 2-layer leghorns. They lay their eggs faithfully, baby. They lay their eggs faithfully. Just cover up poop they got in there. That's good to go. That's fresh. I'm in there checking out their house. You're nosy. And then went in there and picked out the food. See, they spoiled chickens. See how they pick through the food? See that food down there on the ground? I filled that thing up. But what they did was they picked through it, trying to look for them black seeds. They don't see what they want, they pick through it. They'll eat it when they get hungry.